Good morning, students. So, we are going to the third organ of the government. We were discussing about a government order. Who can take decisions? And which are the institutions. We have seen the decision of the cabinet, approval by the parliament, signature by the president, and the notification. The permanent executive and the political executive. Now we are coming to the final solution to the problem that was created there by Mandal Commission. That is the judiciary. So when there was a conflict, to resolve the conflict, we need somebody. And that somebody who can resolve the conflict is known as a judiciary. So what is judiciary, first of all? See, the Supreme Court is the head of the judicial system. Okay? So the judicial system, from the top to Supreme Court to the magistrate level court in the taluk, all those complete systems included in that. Let's see. So the Supreme Court is the highest court within the hierarchy of the courts in the local legal jurisdictions. It is also known as the court of last resort, apex court, highest court, the highest court of appeal. That's the word given to the Supreme Court, the judicial systems. Okay. The decisions of the Supreme Court are not subject to further review in any other court. If Supreme Court has given a judgment, it cannot be reviewed or discussed or again cannot be heard. That is it. So even if there is a judgment is there, a review petition can be given only to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court itself can, if once a judgment is given, the affected parties say that we are not happy with that, please reconsider the case. That is possible by the Supreme Court, not by any other courts. But if any other courts, any decisions are taken, that decision can be reviewed by the higher courts. So that is a judicial system. Here you see, if we think of the situation in this case of Mandal Commission, Sohani versus Supreme Court of India, or Government of India, think that if there was no Supreme Court, no final authority to decide, the friction will continue. The people and the government may fight each other. There is no solution to the problem. So then, if the Supreme Court had no power to judge the actions of the government, if the government tells no, we are the final, nobody can question us, what will do? So there is a Supreme Court which can judge them or change the decisions and say that the decisions taken by the government is wrong. Supreme Court has got the power for that. Who gave the power to Supreme Court? The Constitution of India as well. It is not a gift of the government, it is a gift of the Constitution. The government itself is a gift of the Constitution. So, government is given the power by the Constitution. Supreme Court is given by the power of the Constitution. Parliament is given the power by the Constitution. And who made the Constitution? The people of India. So that is what we must understand. The power for the government is not simply had has come, it is given by the people of India to the government through the Constitution. And what are the powers we have mentioned in the Constitution? Who, what, and how it should be enjoyed. Everything is clearly mentioned in the Constitution of India. That's why it is the lengthiest constitution in the world. So many 405 articles are there in the Constitution of India. If Supreme Court, if no one trusted the Supreme Court to give a fair verdict, we say that person, no, that person we cannot believe. He may favor that, he may favor this. Then if we say like that, if we think like that, then there is no value in the judgment of the Supreme Court. We believe Supreme Court will give impartial and fair judgment for the judicial belief. So when the government is doing something wrong, the powerful persons in the governmental sector is doing something wrong to us, what we can do? We will become helpless if nobody is there to support us. That is why the constitutional makers are told, if you have become helpless, there is a helping hand, that is a judicial. And we believe that judicial will be impartial and give a correct judgment after hearing the cases. That's what we believe. Impartiality of judicial. We respect the judicial because of it. We think that judicial decisions are correct and truthful and acceptable. After hearing the cases of both the ways, truthful way, the judge will give the judgment. The judge will never do anything wrong to affect the citizens. That is why we believe the judicial system. Because government is a political organization. The political organization naturally will try to support the organization that is supporting it. The political organization. It may not behave in impartial way most of the time. Sometimes it may be partial with the political organization it is supporting. The judiciary has nothing to do with it. It should be impartial. No favoritism to any political or individual organizations or individuals. That is a judicial system. If no one trusted the Supreme, if those who appealed against the government order did not accept the judgment, when the Supreme Court telling the Supreme Court will believe after judgment has come, no, that judgment we are not happy, we are not ready to accept the judgment. Supreme judges have gone wrong in the judgment. They have become corrupt. They took some other wrong decisions. They have not done just judgment. They were favoring the government. If we began to, or the persons who are affected began to speak like that, then there is no validity, there is no respect for the judicial system. So we respect the judiciary. When we go to a third person, when there is a conflict between two groups, a third person will give a fair and correct judgment. That's what we ask. That is why the case will be taken. If there are two students are fighting, then when it comes to the class teacher, the teacher has to see that who has started and why the fight was there, what was the reason of the fight, find out correctly and give the correct and proper judgment. No, one student was teacher's favorite student. If teacher favors, no, he is very good, he is my student, I know him. You are. Naturally, it might have been done by his teacher's favorite student. If that teacher's favorite student has created the problem and started it, but the teacher blames other person, that's not correct. The teacher should be impartial. If the teacher's favorite student has done the mistake, teacher should see that the favorite student gets punishment, and not to blame the innocent student of who is not so much good with the teacher. So that is why the judges when the court is there, let's close their eyes. Should not see the person. Balance is kept like that. Don't look at the person you give judgment. You give the judgment after the hearing the things, correct procedures, or knowing the things, or reading the records. Don't look at the person. He is your favorite friend, your favorite friend, nothing of that sort. Give judgment, give judgment according to the facts and figures and things that you know. That is within the court, and both are bound to speak to the judge. Even for bail applications also, judge will listen to both, the government as well as the person who is affected. Whether the person should be given permission to go out. So that is the judicial system. So if those who appealed against the government order did not accept the judgment, what would be situations? An independent and powerful judiciary is essential for democracy, because democracy is a government by the people. So if there can have any time the political parties there can friction. Citizens and government there can have friction. So at that time there should be an umpire. A third agency is needed. That third agency is the subjudicial system. Okay. All the courts of different levels in a country put together are called the judiciary. All the courts from the top to bottom is there. The Indian judiciary consists of a Supreme Court for the entire nation, high courts in the states, district courts and the courts at local level. This is the Indian judicial system. Local courts, district courts and national level Supreme Court. So that's the Indian judicial system. India has an integrated judiciary. I'll tell you what is integrated means connected together. It is not separate, linked together. So one judicial system is not separated. The lower district level court cannot say I will not listen to Supreme Court. The lower court has to listen to Supreme Court as well as high courts. High courts cannot say I will not listen to Supreme Court. All high courts have to listen to the Supreme Court. That's integrated, it's connected. That's all. It means that Supreme Court controls the judicial administration in the country. Its decisions are binding on all other courts of the country. The decisions of the Supreme Court is binding. No lower court can, judges of Supreme Court, they are sitting there, they can say whatever they want. I will do whatever I like. It's not possible. The lower court has to behave or perform as per the decisions of the Supreme Court. No excuse is possible by any local court judges. They are bound to follow the decisions of the highest body of India, that is the Supreme Court, in the judicial matters. So it can take up any dispute. Any dispute can be taken up by the Supreme Court of India. So there is another thing is, now we are discussing about judicial review only. We are discussing. What is judicial review? As the final interpreter of the Constitution, the judiciary also has the power to strike down particular laws passed by the Parliament. That is why the members went to Supreme Court telling that the Mandal Commission report accepted by the government and given reservation to the OBCs is a wrong thing. They say it is against the fundamental right, equality. That is why they went to Supreme Court. So judiciary has got the right to review the decisions of the court. And judiciary has decided to review. And that is the decision. Even the laws passed by the Parliament believes that these are a violation of the basic structure of the Constitution, then also they can go basic structure or violation the fundamental rights of the Constitution, then also the Supreme Court can say the laws that are passed by the Parliament is not as per the Constitution. The actions taken by the executive is wrong. This can be said by the judiciary. Judiciary is the final authority in that. Okay, so this is the Supreme Court of India. All of you might have seen in different photos, Supreme Court of India. This is the Supreme Court. Presently, we are just giving a little discussion of the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court was established on 26 January 1950, the day India became a republic. The same day, the Supreme Court of India came into existence. Like its predecessor, means the court that existed before that. The Federal Court of India, that is 1937 to 1949, established by the Britishers. It was there till 1949, till January 25th. We can say 1950. It was located in the chambers of the princes, the Parliament. It was there in the Parliament itself. The Federal Court was. It moved to the present building on Madura Road. At present now that it is in Madura Road. The present Supreme Court is located. Dispute resolution is the responsibility of the judiciary. The judicial system provides mechanism for resolving disputes between citizens and the government, between two state governments, and between the center and the state government. If any dispute from any organization, any setup in India, the final authority is the Supreme Court. That you see, between citizens. If you and me there is a fight, or the students and me there is a fight, the final decision of the Supreme Court. And between citizens and the government, if there is a friction with the government and myself, that also is final decision of the government. Between the two state governments, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, there is a Kaveri dispute. Supreme Court only has to give a decision. So between the state governments and between the central government and state government, if there is a dispute, then also the final authority is the Supreme Court. That's it. You can see the system. Civil court, criminal court, other courts, then subordinate courts are there. Okay? High court, Supreme Court. This is Indian judicial system. Law court means these are called subordinate courts. These three levels are there. In subordinate courts there are civil, criminal and local other courts also there. So this is system of judicial system in India. Okay. The present judges of India. Okay. Yes, sir. And there are a number of 30% judges are there in the Supreme Court of India. To authorize a maximum strength it is permitted is 34. 30 judges are appointed. They are there in the present judicial system. Independence of judiciary means not under control of the legislature or the executive. Parliament cannot control the judiciary. President also cannot control the judiciary. Executive also cannot control the judiciary. That is speciality. The judges do not act on the direction of the government or according to the wishes of the party in power. The judges are absolutely free. Government cannot say to judges what the judges should do. It is wrong on the part of government if they say you don't do this, you don't do this. It cannot be said to the judges. Judges are absolutely free. So judges do not act on the direction of the government or according to the wishes of the party in power. Judges should be impartial. A party in power, if the Prime Minister or the ministers are doing wrong, it is a responsibility of the Supreme Court to say you are doing wrong to the government. It is a responsibility. And government judiciary should do that. Judiciary should be impartial and not to be afraid of anybody. Because government cannot even reduce even half a paisa of a salary or a facilities that is given to judges. Government cannot do that. That is important. Once the judge is appointed in the High Court and Supreme Court, whatever facility that is provided by the government, it will remain there. Nothing can be done to the judges once they are appointed. That is the reason they are free. If they are not given like that facility, the government will say, I will cut your salary, you will be dismissed from the services. Then judges will be afraid. Judges cannot take independent decision. That is why the constitutional makers have given clear cut. No chance for the executive to control the judiciary. That is why all modern democracies have courts that are independent of the legislature and the executive. India has also the same facilities. We have what? Independent judicial system. The judges of the Supreme Court and the High Courts are appointed on the President on the advice of the Prime Minister and the Constitution with the Chief Justice of the consultation Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. But in India, little friction is the problem is that really till 1980s the judges were appointed completely by executive. But in India only the judges themselves have taken the right to appoint judges. Still that is not going on. The judges select the judges. and the names of the judges are given to the executive. Executive will verify and the executive will give it to the president and sign. So in India, that still remains. Judges have got the power. In other countries, executive is appointing the judge. Once appointment is over, executive has no control. In India, even appointment also is done by the judiciary themselves. So we expect that judges should be more impartial. Judges should be 100% truthful, because judges are appointed by judges themselves. When an executive is appointing, naturally executive will have their thinkings, their personal things. Here we expect that judges will have no personal thinking. They have only the thinking of the nation and good judgment, correct judges, impartial, truthful and correct, integrated judges. That is what we expect. So in practice, it now means that the senior judges of the Supreme Court select the new judges of the Supreme Court of various high courts. This V means various high courts. So judges are selected by the judges themselves. There is a collegium. Collegium, senior-most judges. They sit together and select the judges and give the list to the government. Government notifies us it. Or government, some government say we are not ready to accept. This happened recently. Government has not appointed some judges, or government delayed the appointment of judges. Because government was not happy with the sum of judges appointment. Those things happened. So judiciary is bound to give that. Now judiciary gives that. But in all other countries of the world, judges are appointed by the executive. So there is a checks and balances. The senior most judge of the Supreme Court is usually appointed as chief justice. It is not compulsory. Any judge can be appointed by the chief justice by the government. But usually they don't give the senior person. Whoever comes as senior most is given as the Supreme Court chief justice. Okay. A judge can be removed only by an impeachment motion passed separately by 2/3 members of the two houses of the parliament. So impeachment procedure, removal of the, if they remove a judge has done something, judges also human beings. If they do mistake, they should be punished. So there is a procedure that mentioned in the constitution known as impeachment. And impeachment, you must understand, both the houses should pass with a 2/3 majority, not a simple majority. In all other things, it is simple majority. Means 50% plus 1. Here it is 66% of the persons should, or MPs should support the removal of a judge. Means it is done like that so that the executive or legislature will not simply threaten the judges, will not simply removed from their post. In India, till now, no 100% impeachment was taken, but there were moves to remove 2 or 3 judges because there were some corruption charges against judges. They have planned to impeach, but those judges resigned. Whether corruption charges are truthful or that's, I don't know. I'm not able to say about that. But there were some corruption charges. One in Bengal, in Chandigarh, like that. Judges, there were some corruption charges. So the court impeachment procedure was planned in the parliament. By that time, these judges whose names had come up for impeachment resigned from their post. So no impeachment has to be this. So that is in India till now, no impeachment. Okay. So the parliament has got the right to impeach. Appointment is done by the executive. Removal procedure is in the hands of the parliament, not in the hands of the executive. Okay, thank you very much. Be happy. Study, write the exams well. Okay, see you.